Hey friends, today I want to talk about something that inevitably comes up with a lot of my business clients, which is organizing business finances. So, as someone who used to be a financial advisor, I know how important finances can be for entrepreneurs in their business lives, but also the impact that it has on their personal lives. And as someone who currently helps entrepreneurs organize their digital lives, like your inbox, your calendar, etc., your finances, like I mentioned, inevitably comes up in our conversations. And when they do, there is always a book that I recommend reading, and that is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And let me be clear, I do not know Mike. I'm not getting paid for this, although that would be amazing. I'm not certified in his method, and I don't get paid to talk about the book at all. But I read it, I use it in my own business, and it has changed the lives of the clients of mine who use it. So just recently, actually, I was talking to a small business owner who asked what I do, for a living, and I mentioned that I own a digital organizing business where I help business owners, like people like himself, organize their digital lives, marketing, sales, calendar, notes, and sometimes we even talk about finances. And he paused and looked me in the eye and said, "I'm in some serious trouble right now." He went on to tell me about the financial chaos that he's been dealing with in his business, not knowing what was coming in, what was going out. Could he even afford to, keep his employees? He was actually seriously thinking about letting go of his employees. And I told him, stop, go home tonight and read Profit First cover to cover, and then recalibrate. I saw him the next day, and he said he was halfway through the book and already he felt so much better. So Profit First, it lays out a really simple, intuitive way to set up your business account so that you can cover your taxes, that you know what your expenses are, what's available to actually spend. You can pay yourself consistently. He had no idea, how much he could pay himself as a business owner. But most importantly, it's just a really clean and organized way to run your business so that you can take back a sense of control about the financial foundation of your business. And it really is a pivotal foundation of being organized digitally for your business life. So you don't need to guess anymore then. You don't need to avoid going to your bank account, looking at your bank account and just hoping that everything's okay, right? But it really guides you through being able to show up, hold yourself accountable in a way that's, really beautiful if you think about it. Because the energy that's flowing into the financial element of your business is certainly going to be reflected in all of the other elements of your business. So being clean and organized in the financial element of your business will certainly be reflected in the other areas, i.e., you want to make sure that you are hyper clean and organized so that you can run a great business and offer great service to those who need it most. And the other thing I'll say about that is I just have not found a better method out there or heard of one for getting clear, staying organized, and actually running a sustainable business from a financial aspect, especially if you're a solopreneur or run a small team or a smaller business. So if your business life feels financially messy, if you don't want to look at things, that is a clear indicator that reading Profit First might be a really good idea for you. And even if you do, feel pretty confident about your finances, I would still really encourage you to read this book. So let me know if you've read it or if you've heard of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. And as always, thanks again for watching, and tune in next week for my next video on digitally organizing your life. Happy organizing.